Hi, my name is Rebecca Kovac, and my presentation is titled The Portrayal of Women in Ads and How That Impacts Self-Image. According to the Impact of Media Exposure on Males' Body Image by Daniel Agliata and Stacy Tanliff-Bunn, mass media is believed to be a pervasive force in shaping physical appearance for men and women. 95% of college-age men and women express dissatisfaction with some part of their body. 70% of college-age men and women experience a discrepancy between their current body and the ideal body type. According to the APA report of the sexualization of girls, the objectification theory argues that girls' observations of the world around them contribute to an internalization that produces self-sexualization. Also in that report is the definition of self-objectification. Self-objectification involves adopting a third-person perspective on the physical self and constantly assessing one's own body in an effort to conform to the culture's standard of attractiveness. This is my advertisement. As you can see, it is an ad by Victoria's Secret saying a body for every body. Please take notice of the body types of this woman. Several of them, all of them actually, I embody the ideal thin body that America has decided is the most attractive and one that is highly unattainable by the main populace. Many of them even have their ribs showing because of how thin and toned they are. Some research that I found pertains to the thin ideal and how that is affecting the mental state of women and girls today. An article titled Media and Sexualization State of Empirical Research from 1995 to 2015 by L.M. Ward states that when exposed to sexually objectifying media, women reported higher levels of self-objectification, and exposure to the thin ideal, which was embodied in my ad for women, is associated with a higher level of body dissatisfaction and body concern. Another article was actually titled Thinspiration, Self-Improvement versus Self-Evaluation, Social Comparisons with Thin Ideal Media Portrayals by S. Knobloch-Westerwick, written in 2014. This research found that the thin ideal messages in the media led to self-improvement social comparisons, and they found that this type of comparison increased body satisfaction. Now, the only problem I have with this study is that what it's still pertaining to is saying that the women are seeing an image, finding that they do not compare to this image, and changing their bodies to compare to this image, which isn't what body acceptance and self-acceptance is all about. Another study called Searching Out the Ideal, Awareness of the Ideal Body Standards predicts lower global self-esteem in women by Eva Balencis and group. A percentage explains that a percentage of women who are dissatisfied by their bodies in the U.S. has increased from 23% to 56% since 1972. 76% of female characters in the media portrayed, like in the ads or on TV, are below average weight. They also found that the awareness of the ideal standards can adversely affect self-esteem among women regardless of their actual body shape. Another article titled Negotiated Media Effects, Peer Feedback Modifies Effects of Media Thin Body Ideal on Adolescent Girls by J. Van Veldwe and al. found that peer feedback interacts with media models in guiding perceptions of an ideal body. That means that how girls are interacting with their media today is influencing what they're getting back in the image that they are perceiving to be the ideal. All of these sources explain how the portrayal of women in media impacts their self-image in various ways. For girls who place a high value on their self-image, this can lead to disordered eating, body dissatisfaction, anxiety, and increased depression. So in conclusion, advertisements that portray the thin ideal can influence girls and women in ways that makes them want to change the way that they look and are perceived by society. Thank you.